Let me start with the letter. It came in a simple white envelope, with my dad's familiar handwriting scrawled across the front. No frills, no extra postage, just plain and to the point. Inside was one piece of printer paper, folded once. The letter read, "Don't try coming to the family reunion. It's not your place anymore. This decision is final. We're doing what's best for the family. Dad." That was it. No explanation. No context. No "love you," or "maybe next year." Just those cold, clinical words like I was being cut out of some exclusive club. And so I did the only thing I felt was right. I texted back, "Understood." I didn't argue. I didn't ask why. I didn't beg or grovel. I just accepted it, outwardly. But inside? Inside, I burned. Before I explain my story, please subscribe and like the channel and click the bell icon. If you're wondering how we got here, it's not a short journey. I'll try to explain. I'm the middle child in a family of 5. Dad, my older brother Chris, me, and my younger sister Leah. Growing up, Chris was the golden boy. Football captain, straight-A student, always the center of attention at every holiday. Leah was the baby, sweet, manipulative when she wanted to be, and the one who could do no wrong. And me? I was the difficult one. Not because I actually was, but because I didn't follow the family script. I questioned things. I didn't go to church when I turned 18. I refused to go into the family business. And when I came out as bisexual in college, that was the final nail in the coffin. Suddenly, everything I did was a phase, a rebellion, or a disappointment. After college, I moved 2 states away. I started my own life, a small graphic design business, a cozy apartment, and eventually, a serious relationship with a man named Jesse. He was kind, stable, the kind of guy you'd want in your family, if your family wasn't mine. For years, I tried to keep the peace. I'd show up for holidays, bite my tongue when my dad made passive-aggressive remarks about my lifestyle, and smile through Leah's subtle digs and Chris's self-righteous lectures. But the real breaking point? That came a year ago. My mom turned 60, and we had a big celebration planned at our family lake house. Jesse and I were both invited, or so I thought. When we arrived, I could immediately tell something was off. There were no welcome hugs. My mom barely made eye contact. Dad muttered something about "didn't expect you to bring him." Jesse and I were given a room in the basement, far from the rest of the family. At dinner, Dad made a toast to family, the ones who honor their roots, respect our values, and carry on the right legacy. Everyone raised a glass. No one looked at me. The next morning, I found Jesse sitting outside on the porch alone, holding a half-packed bag. He told me Dad had cornered him that morning and politely suggested he leave before things got awkward. Jesse left. I left shortly after, without saying goodbye. I didn't speak to anyone in my family for 10 months. No calls, no texts. Not even a Merry Christmas. Then the letter arrived. You'd think after that horrible birthday weekend, I wouldn't want to go to the reunion. But the thing is, I still loved my family. Or at least the idea of it. Part of me hoped things would change. That maybe they'd come around. The reunion was a huge annual event, 70+ extended family members at a rented lodge in the mountains. It was our biggest tradition. I hadn't missed one in years, even when I had to drive 14 hours. So getting that letter, cold, calculated, and clearly premeditated, was a different kind of hurt. I texted "understood," like I said. But what I really meant was, game on. I wasn't going to key someone's car or ruin the event. No, my revenge would be quieter, more surgical. And completely public. First step, I emailed the lodge where the reunion was being held. See, a few years back, I helped redesign their website and online booking platform. The owner, Stacy, was a former client and friend. I asked her to confirm the reservation for the family, just to be sure. She replied, "Hi. Yes, your family's reservation is set. The Johnson family reunion has the entire East Wing and main hall from Friday to Sunday. Excited to see everyone again. The Johnson family." That was our family name. But that email gave me an idea. Next step? I made a reservation, under my business name, for the West Wing and the outdoor pavilion, right next to their hall. I booked it for the same dates. I paid in full. Non-refundable. Then I invited 25 people, friends, co-workers, Jesse, and his family. I told them it was a weekend retreat. Bonfire, catered food, lawn games, open bar. All expenses paid. They were all in. Then, I got to work on phase 2. Every year, my dad or Chris would make a slideshow for the reunion, old family photos, funny stories, and a legacy section honoring the accomplishments of various family members. But here's the thing, I'd been collecting receipts for years. Photos, text messages, screenshots. Little moments of hypocrisy, exclusion, and bigotry. Like the time my dad said he was too broke to help with my student loans, but 2 weeks later bought Chris a new car. Or the Facebook post where Leah mocked people who think rainbows mean anything more than kids' cartoons. I created my own slideshow. Professionally edited. 10 minutes long. I uploaded it to YouTube, unlisted, and shared the link in an email to every single person on the family reunion contact list. Subject line: what you won't see at this year's Johnson family reunion. No threats. No curses. Just the truth. I ended the video with a simple message: family is supposed to be a place of love, not judgment. If you felt excluded, unheard, or invisible, know this: you're not alone. And you're not broken. You're just not what they wanted. That doesn't mean you're wrong. The video got shared a lot. Not just within the family. Friday afternoon, our group arrived at the lodge first. We set up string lights around the outdoor fire pit. My friend Mia handled catering. Jesse brought his brother's sound system, and by nightfall, it looked like a destination wedding. Then, the Johnsons rolled in. I watched from the balcony as car after car pulled up to the main hall. I saw Chris with his wife and kids. Leah, arm in arm with some finance bro dad, got out last. Still wearing that stupid windbreaker he's had since I was 15. He saw me. I waved. He looked away. Later that evening, as our party picked up with music and laughter, some of the cousins began to wander over. A few recognized me, awkwardly at first, then warmly. One by one, they mingled. Some even stayed for dinner. The next morning, chaos broke out. Apparently, the video had reached my uncle, who showed it to everyone during breakfast. My dad tried to shut it down, said I doctored it. But my cousin Rebecca backed me up. So did Aunt Linda, who said she hadn't spoken to her own daughter in 5 years after a similar situation. By noon, the reunion hall was half empty. By dinner, it was quiet. And our side? It was glowing. 2 days later, I got a call from an unknown number. I let it go to voicemail. It was my mom. "I don't know why you did that. But I watched the video. And I cried. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how much I let you down. I didn't call back right away." A week passed. Then I got a handwritten letter. But this one was different. "Come home if you want to. Or don't. Just know I'm trying. Love, Mom." No conditions. No guilt. I framed it. It's been 6 months since the reunion. I haven't spoken to Dad. He still blames me. Chris sent a passive-aggressive Facebook post about attention seekers poisoning family values. Leah? Radio silence. But my mom and we talk now. She met Jesse over brunch last month and actually apologized to him. Genuinely. Several cousins reached out too. One even came out to me, said my video gave her courage. The lodge owners said our group was the most fun they'd ever had. And Jesse? He proposed last week. I said yes. We're planning a beach wedding. No obligations. No politics. Just people who love us. You know, actual family. So when I think back to that letter, don't try coming to the family reunion, I laugh now. Because I didn't go to theirs. They came to mine. And I finally understood, revenge doesn't always mean destroying someone. Sometimes, it just means living better, louder, freer, and more joyfully than they ever expected you to.